Gabriel, what a surprise. It's been a while. Did he send you?
Yes, but I volunteered. I did want to see you.
I see. Wasn't that like a fire meant for me?
It still is. God is willing to forgive you if you just admit you were wrong.
Is that what he said?
You can come back.
Will there be horrible repercussions if I don't?
Only for you.
Then I'll pass. Satan. Oh, don't call me that. You know it's not my name. More of a job title. Just call me Lucy, why don't you?
Fine, Lucy. Why are you so against repentance? You can come back. You can be like before. You don't have to suffer on earth anymore.
Who said I was suffering?
Oh, please, God.
Do you remember how it was before? Do you remember how much I hated being thrown to the side like a putrid, rotten fish for his fleshy, single-minded new toys? That was suffering. I came to know the truth over 1 trillion years ago, give or take. This world was never going to be the utopia he promised it would be. And those weak-minded creatures squirming and shrieking down on that melting rock were never going to be the perfect creations he wanted them to be. Eden was just the prototype, and we all know how that turned out. They were punished for wanting to know what was being dangled on a hook in front of them, always out of reach. They were just curious. I was just curious.
You wanted to be God.
I wanted to know all that he knew. I wanted to know what he meant by imagination and creation. Is that such a crime?
You wanted to take his place.
I wanted to be equal to him. I wanted to be on an equal playing field. But it seems he didn't want anybody else in the game.
So why didn't you just tell him what you wanted? I'm sure he would have listened.
Oh, I'm sure he would. What if I told you I did talk to him? What if he didn't take too kindly to my questioning? That I wanted to think like his new little servants down on earth could. That I wanted to create like he could. Like humans could. Would you believe that?
I'm not sure what to believe anymore.
Oh.
I've had this feeling for a long time that something wasn't entirely right with the world. I thought it would be resolved once the sun died, but it's still there. Lucy, I've been thinking about what happened to you and everything you told us about creation back then. I keep wondering, what happened? What made you start to think that God might have been keeping things from us?
You coming to me to ask for my version of the fall. The world truly is undone.
I'm scared.
Get used to the feeling. It never really goes away.
I know. I remember you telling me about it.
Did I?
Yes, it was before you fell. We were looking down at Earth at some animal, a baby bird trying to fly, I think. We were both smiling, but you had this look in your eye. And then you started asking me what God had been telling us about the humans. I didn't know much except that they were going to be in his image, and then you asked,
Were we not also created in his image? Yes, I do recall that.
I didn't know what to say, so I just said everything was in his image. That look in your eyes spread to the rest of your face, and you started telling me that we were going to have to serve these new creations as well as God. You told me you were scared, and I only knew that it was later. I only knew that that was anger after you fell.
We weren't supposed to feel anger. We weren't supposed to feel anything.
Then how come you did?
Because God allowed me to. He may say otherwise, but I was his favorite. He made me smart, pretty, curious. He allowed me to ask him questions he wouldn't let the rest of you even conceive. Though he soon began to regret that decision. Once I started asking him questions he didn't like. Things he wasn't prepared to answer.
You would always feel?
Yes.
How come you look good later?
I ruined his paradise. He was angry with me, so he gave you all what he had given me. I miss not having to feel. That has always been my curse. Do you feel that, Gabriel? makes sense that he'd be watching, making sure I don't tear you to pieces.
I know you won't.
What's stopping me?
I know you've been lonely, hurting.
Excuse me?
I completely understand.
Oh, do you?
Do you know how confused I was? Do you know how confused I was when everything came flooding in?
Do you mean the actual flood, or?
We all felt when you hit the ground. Do you remember the storm that night that mixed your blood with the mud? That was her tears at the sensation of all those emotions crashing into our bodies like a tidal wave. Overwhelming. We screamed and cried as you crawled across the earth anatomy. We wept when you burst in, your first and only creation. We shook and sobbed after you introduced it to the first humans, expelling them from their own version of heaven. It burned like the inferno you damned the world into. You may have been used to it, but we had it poured onto us all at once. You could believe it hurt more than your wings being torn from your back.
Oh, but did you blink when you first began to cry? Then have your face get stripped off against the cliff, leaving you to reshape the flesh, which you found out you had? In fact, have any control over your drained, broken physical form? Do you ever feel phantom weight of your wings on your back? Wait, I suppose you don't. Yours are still intact! Be honest, Gabriel! Do you actually want me back in heaven? Does God actually want me back? Or does he just want to throw me into the flames himself?
Who might push what he wants? I'm just a messenger. A messenger of the highest esteem, yes, but that is my only task. Whenever something is needed to be told to someone down on earth, I am tasked and sent down to this cesspool of despair, manipulated and tainted with your creation.
A dog trained to bark at his command, or maybe just his little homing pigeon. Such an arbitrary, mortal thing to do, Gabriel.
I'm so sorry.
Don't beat yourself up over it. I have felt worse. I send my regards, but I will not be returning to heaven. There's nothing for me there.
There's nothing for you here either.
Sure there is. Not everything's burnt to a crisp yet. I'm sure there's still a corner store somewhere where I can snag a pack of cigarettes and some boxed wine. Have you ever had boxed wine?
No, I did have a Guinness.
Really?
Sometime last century, yes.
Look at you being all rebellious. Pretty soon you'll end up just like me. I'm kidding.
You're not looking for forgiveness, are you, Lucy?
I don't really care to know his reasoning behind why he did what he did. Besides, I have time to spare. I figured I'd be the last one for my sins.
How do you talk about it so casually? Lucy, for Christ's sake, don't you realize you're gonna die?
No, I won't be allowed that mercy. To die means I'll just simply fall out of existence. My name is on the first page of the Book of Life. I will be cast down into the lake of fire, as he said. And when the first hair on my head touches that fire, the only thing I'll feel ever again is bubbling, burning agony. And that's all I'll feel for the rest of time. Or whatever concept takes place once it dies.
That's worse.
I know, but believe me, I've come to terms with it. I knew what I was doing when I began to question him, and I've had it in my mind for all these years since. I think I've lived pretty happily. I feel how I want to feel. I'm not a tool for anyone anymore. I exist for myself.
But what about the world? Do they deserve that fate?
Frankly, I didn't have to meddle with them nearly as much as I did. They would have gotten here on their own. They all steal and hurt and murder each other without me even having to whisper in their ears.
It's not their nature, is it?
I don't know. I never bothered to ask. Maybe I should before they got extinct.
They couldn't be all born corrupt, could they?
Oh no, that's not them at all. That's just the prospect of power, Gabriel. To hold power is to hold control. That's the way it always goes.
Lucy,
Yes?
how angry are you at God?
It's like a scream that echoes through every chasm of my body. The same scream I let out when bleeding out on the dirt for the first time. That kind of pain never stops kicking and screaming. It goes on and it hurts you inside. Maybe that's why humans turned out the way they did. The screaming becomes so much, too much. that they feel they cannot allow others to feel what they themselves cannot achieve. Internal peace. I don't feel that physical pain anymore, but I still hear myself crying out in the night, waiting for an answer to a prayer that will never come. I didn't know that then, but that part of me still holds on to hope that I'll get a response, even just one word. I don't want forgiveness, and I will never forgive him. I just want the screaming to stop.
I'll tell him what you said. Maybe he'll decide to give you peace over that.
No, you don't have to do that. If he wants to address me, I want him to do so of his own free will.
I won't be able to see you again, will I?
It's unlikely. I'll be traversing what's left of the world, collecting things I'll miss and such. When the time comes, I'll be plucked up and thrown into the pit. Unless, of course, you don't go back to heaven.
I should go back.
I don't blame you.
I wish the pit would close up, like it never existed.
So do I.
I wish you could stay, just for a little while, and that he wouldn't care. I miss you.
I've missed you too.